Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where I talk about my Hot Wheels cars. The year 2025 is still upon us, and this is my second video this year so far. It's still early in January and I haven't been to the store, or any stores for that matter, to pick up any new Hot Wheels cars because, well, from what I could tell, after Christmas all of the bins and all of the stores that sell Hot Wheels cars have been like basically ravaged, and they don't have any new inventory, any new stock or anything like that. I did ask about it. I talked to a girl who works at one of the stores that I go to, and she told me that the stock comes in random, basically. I don't know if she was telling the truth, maybe I was bothering her or whatever, but yeah, apparently she didn't know, which is cool, of course. I mean, I imagine that you can't really keep track of everything that happens in the store. I was only curious at how often the Hot Wheels cars arrive so that I can come and take a look at the fresh batch, check for any treasure hunts, check for anything that's interesting. And yeah, that was the last time I've been. I think it was last week, not entirely sure honestly, but I didn't really see anything new. I didn't pick up anything. There was a really cool blue Chevrolet C10 with some white pinstripes that I really liked, but in the end I decided to put it back. So I decided to do things slightly differently. I know, big changes and all that. I'm still gonna show 4 cars, but I think from now on I'm gonna continue, like I'm gonna do it in such a way that I'm gonna go one box after another, because I separated my cars into different boxes: America, Europe and Asian cars, because otherwise I'm probably gonna lose track of all the cars that I talked about. So I did reach into my American box, and these are some of the cars that I picked up. This is the first one. It's a 1947 Chevrolet Fleetline. It looks really nice. I absolutely love the basic like school bus yellow color that it has. I don't know much about the car in real life honestly, but I imagine since it's called a Fleetline, this was designed to be a car that was supposed to be sold as a company's fleet car. Like you would have a company, and the employees who had access to cars would drive these cars specifically. I imagine that's what Chevrolet did, and that's why they called it the fleet car. The wheels on this particular model are not a great fit, to be honest, like those spiderweb BBS style wheels, but I mean, they look cool, just not with this car too much in my opinion. I do like the color, and I do like all of the stuff that's going on in this car. Like it seems to have so many accessories like this. I'm not sure, it's a sun visor. I was gonna call it a sunroof, but obviously sunroof is something completely different. It looks very sleek and aerodynamic. I've obviously never seen a car like this in my life, but I do like how it looks. I don't even mind all the chrome that it's got. And I love the details on the bottom. I think this is an older Hot Wheels model, probably, maybe not. Now I'm reading that it's a 2021, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they had the license to do these way earlier than this, because this is a 47. that's 80 years old at this point, basically, now in 2025. It reminds me of something that would be like a taxi, like a cab back then, but then again, cars back then, they look quite similar, I imagine, just like they do today, even though everybody keeps complaining about it. So yeah, 1947 Chevrolet Fleetline. I picked it up. It's a part of the Road Squad series, and I think that was basically my reason why I like this. I do like the vinyl, I like the graphics on it, the moon looking eyes. I think it's looking, I think these eyes have something to do with, like, when you look up looking eyes or something like that, you're gonna find this particular logo. I don't know much about it, but it is very I do recognize it, basically. Don't know much about it, but it's simple and nice. That's why I like it. The second car, I'm not sure if I should call it a car because it's a toilet. It is a car though. It looks like some kind of small truck. It's called Gotta Go. I'm sure it's based on something that's a real American car in real life. I don't know what it is, to be honest. And I put it in my American box because, yeah, it looks very American. It looks like something that would be like a Mack truck or something like that. But Obviously, instead of the trailer, there is a giant toilet in the back, and also for some reason, this is a treasure hunt. I have a couple of these in my books. I think I have 2 or 3, because I remember that just like nobody was picking up these toilet cars. Maybe they weren't super interested in the treasure hunt at the time, or they were not interested in a car that looks like a toilet. I I honestly have no idea. But I do like how it says GG on the side, which stands for the car's name, which is Gotta Go. And I'm not sure where else they could categorize it, so it does make perfect sense that this is a part of the Xperi Motors series of cars, even though obviously you're not going to be able to use it. Please don't use it as a toilet. And yeah, like I said before, I do have a couple of these because I figured back then that it's a treasure hunt, and also nobody was picking them up. So in the one bin, I'm not sure if there was a 1, 2, or 3 bins. Usually there's 3 at most, but one, at least one. Yeah, these were the only ones that I found. And I do like the details of his, honestly, on this one. You can kind of see like the engine between the bowl and the and the cab. For some reason they decided not to they decided to paint the exhaust, the mufflers over here, instead of making them chrome like they are on the real car over here. It doesn't really come with wing mirrors for some reason. I don't know why, because the graphics do have wing mirrors. And the grille, it doesn't seem to have any airflow going on it, not even on the picture itself. And there is a surprising amount of detail going on the bottom of the car. Surprising because it's a toilet car. Wow. I don't know if this is special to anybody in the Hot Wheels collecting culture or car culture, but like, it was just funny, and it was a treasure hunt, so I took them all. The next one that I have right here is a really gorgeous 1965 Mustang 2+2 fastback. Now, I'm not entirely sure what 2+2 means, but I think because there's also a Nissan 300ZX that is also a 2+2, I think it means that there's 2 seats in the front and 2 seats in the back, but I might be mistaken. It comes in a really gorgeous green color, and there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of details on the bottom. It looks really, really nice. And I also love the fact that it has the hood pins on the bonnet, or on the hood. Since they're hood pins, I'm gonna go ahead and call it the hood. And just like on the graphics themselves, and it's got the grills as well. Not a lot else going on in the front or the back, but I also absolutely love how it has that little Mustang logo on the quarter panel on the side over there. A bit of a poor choice of wheels, in my opinion, honestly. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but like, these are the most basic Hot Wheels wheels that I can think of. So that could have definitely been improved, in my opinion, I think. I'm not sure what else I have from the Muscle Mania lineup. I'm sure I have a couple more cars. And one more funny thing that I noticed about this particular car is that it has basically its own shape. Like, the box is shaped exactly like the car itself. And the other thing that really stands out to me personally is that it is considerably heavier than most other Hot Wheels cars. I'm not sure why that is, because the bottom looks like it's definitely plastic. The body is metal, but like, I've had other cars in my hands which were like the bottom was metal and the top was metal as well, and it was less heavy, it was lighter than this Mustang. It's not even that huge or anything like that, but it's something that immediately stands out to me. So yeah, not a treasure hunt, a regular car, but it's a really beautiful green Mustang. I absolutely love it. And the last American car that I have lined up over here is a 1967 Ford GT40 Mark IV. Now, this one's really gorgeous. Also the same wheels, sadly, but at least they come in an exciting orange metallic color, I guess. And the whole car itself is in this nice, simple white with the Golf livery. Although what's a little weird to me is that the Golf livery is usually light blue and orange. I'm not sure why this one is white. It's definitely not a mistake. I'm sure there were white cars with the Golf livery, but I wonder why they decided to make it this way, because I love the Golf livery. It's one of my favorites. Besides the Falcon and Yokohama liveries, the Golf is one that really stands out to me. It's something that I always pick up. So yeah, I do have a bunch of other golf themed cars. I was just never really sure why this one came in white instead of light blue like the other ones. This one is from the Retro Racers lineup. I'm sure I have other cars from that lineup as well, from that series. Not a lot of details going on, but then again, the Ford GT4C was always a simple looking car, just like on the exterior, just like this. It does have the rear view mirror on the graphics over there back there, but the car itself doesn't have it. I find that is often the case for some reason. I love how the exhausts are sticking out of the back side of the car like that. That's just so gorgeous. And there's nothing happening on the bottom, which is fine. I imagine that it's like this in real life as well for aerodynamic purposes. So yeah, Golf livery. I am excited to show you the rest of the Golf cars that I have, and yeah, this one's really gorgeous, I think. So I'm gonna continue the American box, I think, until I get to the end of it, and until next time, if you haven't subscribed to me, I would love it if you will consider doing so, because I love doing this as a little hobby that I have. I mean, it takes me 10 minutes and it's fun. I love rambling about my silly little Hot Wheels cars. So thank you to anybody who has subscribed. I have 3 people who have subscribed so far, which is really, really nice. I honestly didn't think I'm even gonna have that many. So yeah, thank you to everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.